Some beautiful Tanzanite earrings. I have small drops, I have some hoops, but I don't own this. And oh, is that pretty. Absolutely amazing. Another example, when I picked this earring, I did not know, in my head, I'm like, well, they're gonna be expensive, but they're so beautiful that we have to show them to you. And so here we get to do them right now for $119.98. They're brand new. Brand spanking new. I'm just being told by Jared, fewer than 200 and counting, actually 170 and counting. So if you're looking for a gorgeous earring, it's very flattering by the face. It elongates. I love the sparkle coming off those stones. There's white zircon. That entire inner surround is white zircon. You have your pave detail here, and then to turn it to the back, you'll notice that I love these backs because you don't lose the back. They are hinged. They lock down into place on that post. So it's easy on, easy off, super duper comfortable. And today for $30, your first flex pay, will have these on your ears. I love them. I think they're absolutely perfect. They look gorgeous. They are light as air, so you don't feel them on your ear. But I think what makes it fun is that you're getting this rare, amazing stone. You have a story to tell when you're wearing Tanzanite. You know, most women will never own it. It's interesting because Tanzanite, we know about it. You know, it's funny, when we were taking the GIA classes many years ago, part of when they teach you about Tanzanite, they talk about HSN. They actually said that HSN is the company that put this on the map, that introduced America to the stone, because up until HSN, you really could only buy it at Tiffany. You had to walk into Tiffany and Company. You know, let's not forget, 25 years ago, there was no internet. You know, there's no way to really talk or share information other than walking into a store, what a concept, to shop. And so Tiffany had the exclusive for many, many years. It was the only place you could buy this stone. And then HSN, because we have the connections we have, we've been in business for over 42 years, we were able to access Tanzanite and start educating and start telling people about it. And the GIA, in their course, they talk about that. So it's just kind of nice, because the truth is, that's what we love to do here. We're one of the largest importer and retailers of colored gemstones in the entire country. So we've been doing this a long time. We've been doing it longer than anybody on television, for sure. And we have made great contacts over the year. When you talk about Tanzanite One, we work directly. Most people who buy Tanzanite, they're not buying directly from the company. They're not buying directly from the people that run the mines. We buy directly from the people who run those mines. The mining company, Tanzanite One. That is our resource for this material. And as I said, the Tanzanian government have now shut them down. That is an indefinite. We don't know exactly what that means for the future of this stone. We do know that we're happy that we can still offer these values. We have, with everybody ordering, fewer than 100 of these available. They should all sell out. You'll love them. I'll just tell you, they're really, really pretty. They look great, they're classy, they're quality. Look at how pretty that is. It brings all this light to you. I think also with Tanzanite, it's interesting because sometimes, when I was saying earlier, you up your earring game. I love a beautiful, sparkly gemstone earring like this. They just make me happy. They just light you up. They look beautiful, but you could be very casual. See, what I like about this is that, now I'm in a little velvet jumpsuit today, but if I was just in an easy top, easy sweater, and my favorite jeans, and you pop an earring in, it just looks special. Just looks extra special when you put an earring like this on. And I think for a lot of women, they find that it's a really nice way to dress up your look, right? I think a lot of us like to add a little extra pizzazz and sparkle to our wardrobe with our jewelry, and this is going to allow you to do that in a marvelous way. If you're ordering, that's 682-366. Thank you so much for your calls. I'm super excited that you're ordering them. I'll let you know when those sell out completely. We have a little time out to take. Don't forget, in, let's see, 23 minutes, my bracelets are coming. I can't wait to tell you. We're gonna get you some info on Prestige and